welcome back to Sextras,
where we talk about sex and all the extras.
I'm Honey.
And I'm Maria.
And this is our beautiful guest, Amelia.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome to the studio. You're our first female guest. How does it feel?
It's an honour and a privilege, and just seeing the whole thing come together.
Oh
I think it's really special.
It's magic, really. So seamless.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing's fallen off the walls 10 times yet.
Yeah. Well, today we're going to talk to Amelia about body confidence, all those lovely things as it relates. No, that didn't make any sense. How it relates to your sex life, your dating life. And yeah, we're going to get into it. We're excited.
Yeah.
As is our new tradition, we would like to ask you what zone you're in today.
Okay. I'm definitely in a yellow kind of place at the minute. There's a lot of kind of exciting developments going on.
Mm-hmm.
Some new, maybe some new love on the cards.
Oh my god.
I know, big word.
So exciting.
But yeah, maybe like a yellow/purple.
Okay. Cool.
You're kind of
That's
crushing
awesome.
on someone.
I'm kind of crushing. I'm kind of excited.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. What about you, Madge?
I'm definitely in the yellow zone. I'm like really happy, really like in love or whatever. My boyfriend's here and we've had like such a great time. I'm a little bit blue, I guess, but like preemptively because he leaves tomorrow, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm definitely like really in the yellow, like super yellow, super purple, I guess, as well.
Oh my god, you're lusting after your boyfriend in 3 years.
Yeah, I'm crushing on him. But yeah, what about you, hun?
I'm kind of same as always, in the green/white zone. Like, not that bothered by dating, but also I'm open. I'm also a bit red because I'm quite horny. And it's annoying because it's like COVID is getting real now, so I'm like, I can't really go and fuck around. So yeah, so the horniness is only going to get more chaotic over the next couple of weeks.
Rising in those red levels.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, it's gonna reach the boiling point.
How this pans out.
Yeah. See what bad decisions I make. But yeah. Cool. Well, we are going to get into the segment. So we asked everyone what's something you like about your body. We were like, let's keep it positive vibes, yellow vibes. So someone said, wait, can you see?
I'll have to reach over. Let me just budge a little bit for now.
Someone said, my tats and piercings.
Yeah, I relate. I love my tattoos a lot.
Cute. I like my one tattoo.
Oh my god, inked girl.
Yeah.
But I love that. Like, I feel like a lot of people use body modification and stuff to like really love their body and stuff. I have like a tattoo that covers like my self-harm scars and stuff, and like a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Like learn to love a part of your body that you didn't before.
Yeah, true. Like reclaiming.
Yeah, I grew up and I grew up.
So I grew up.
So here I am. No, but like, when I was growing up, I've always had like quite a big nose, and like I kind of hate
a big nose.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
At all. What do you mean?
I have such a big nose. Not a huge nose, but it's prominent.
I've literally never thought of your nose as big.
Yeah, neither.
Okay. Anyway,
yeah.
So
you do you.
I don't know. It was like always something I kind of didn't like, but then I got my nose piercing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just makes me feel so pretty. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So nice.
Yeah. Oh, when we went to Sri Lanka and I forgot my earrings and I couldn't wear earrings for like the time we were there.
Oh my
When
God.
I got back, like, and I could put them on, I was like, oh my God,
It
this is just
literally, like-
changes everything. Like, I felt so naked without them, and like
Yeah.
I've had my ears pierced since I was born. So like I'm just so used to all, like I felt so naked. I was like, after that trip I was like, I'd actually rather never wear eyeliner again than earrings, and that was like a pretty big
Wow,
statement.
that's a big
literally-
statement.
Yeah.
If you don't have the, if I can't find the right earrings, it'll just ruin my day.
Yeah.
My entire day.
Oh,
Just
when you
never
lose
takes
like
mine
a
out.
good pair.
Oh my God.
When you
no.
lose, oh, so sad. No, but yeah, I really relate to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is special. It's very nice.
Amelia, do you want to read the next one?
Sure. I love my hair. Very nice.
Cute. Yeah, I feel like hair is a big part of my identity. Like, if my hair isn't right, I'm like having a meltdown.
I literally had a whole conversation about this last time. Maria
Maria
every
ranks my
single one of your
hairstyles.
hairstyles.
So kind of her.
Yeah, so I didn't like the no bangs, honey.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a look. I'm so
it
glad.
feels a
But
bit
you-
empty.
But your hair looks good now.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I got my hair done, guys, if you're watching the video.
Yeah, it does look really good, hun.
Thanks, babes.
So, next one. My love handles are so cute, and I love how my back looks.
I love
Cute.
that.
Cute.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
I love backs, but I've always been like quite not a fan of my back, to be fair. But I
I
do
can
love
never
back.
see your back.
Yeah, no, it's like not a big thing, but like, yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I feel like it's so empowering when you like something after ages that like society tells you shouldn't love.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
like
yeah.
especially love handles and like hip dips and
Oh my
like stretch
God.
marks
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
No, I remember over the summer I was staying with you in Bristol, and I just like, I'm not like, definitely not a couple of years ago, but I would never like get undressed, like even in front of my best friends, like, but like I was just getting changed in front of you, and you were like, I love your stretch marks, and like at first I was like, fuck off, like, what are you on about? But then I was like, oh no, like I am actually allowed to believe you. Like I'm not just like, it's not just you saying something because...
Yeah, I'm not lying to you.
Well, I don't know, you're a little sneaky liar sometimes. No, but that was like a really nice thing, and I was like, yeah, no, they are actually kind of cool. I guess.
I love stretch marks. I think they look so cool.
Yeah, they are very pretty, I think.
Yeah, they're like your own like personal little tattoo.
Yeah.
It's like on your skin already.
Yeah. And I don't know. I've found myself admiring them quite a lot recently, which is quite nice because I always hated them.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
Yeah.
Good for you, girl.
Okay, the next one someone said my fat ass.
Yeah.
Very
Love
nice.
that. I mean, who doesn't love a fat ass?
I mean, definitely me. No, I do. I don't
you
not
do.
love one. I do love.
You do
them.
love it. Okay.
Okay.
Next one.
Me?
You.
Oh my god, my eyes are a nice shape.
Cute.
That's very nice.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to notice
Mm.
about your eyes. I feel like I like the shape of my eyes. They lend themselves well to eyeliner, so I like that.
Mine really don't. I don't like the shape of my eyes, but that's fine.
Oh.
I like my eyes, just not the shape.
No, I don't. Yeah. No, I kind of get. No.
Are you ranking my
Yeah, I
eyes
completely
now?
get what
Ranking
I
your
completely
eyes.
get what you're saying, honey.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't like
I don't like
that
the shape of your
either.
eyes.
No, like, I think we both have, like, hooded eyes.
Yeah.
Which I used to hate because I used to love doing eyeliner. I don't really wear that much anymore. But it's just, like, no, I just feel like they're kind of sultry and sexy. And,
Mysterious.
Like, yeah, like bedroom eyes.
Yeah.
They're so cute. I love them.
Yeah, I like that. Just like change the, I guess, like the narrative a little bit about like what
Yeah.
you're saying about
Yeah.
your body. It's like, oh, I don't like it because it's like hard to do eyeliner, but if you just look at it, it's like, oh, I like it because it's like this kind of thing, or,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
True.
Too true.
Okay, next one. I like how my boobs sit.
Nice. Yeah, a couple of people said they really like their boobs, which, good for you.
Good for you. Know the goods that you're working with.
Yeah.
Know how good, like, wait, what am I trying to say? Like, know the price that you've got.
Yeah. I really
within
like
you.
my nipples.
Yeah, I like your nipples.
Thanks, babe.
Very nice.
I really don't like my boobs, like where they sit, how they look. My nipples, it's like a big thing. I have a third nipple there, so that's kind of cool.
Do
No,
you?
actually, no, I don't actually have a third nipple. I have a mole, like an outie mole, right below my my boob, so it looks like a third nipple.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Extraterrestrial.
Yeah. Love it.
Exactly.
Got so much to offer.
But nice. Yeah, sorry,
nice.
next one.
Next one is it climbs me over mountains, paddles along rivers, walks hundreds of miles. Yeah, I like the appreciation of what your body can do for you.
Yeah,
Like
the
its
journey
purpose.
it takes you through
Yeah.
life.
I've I don't know, I've been thinking about this a lot recently as well, like kind of like this sounds so weird, but when I was on my period the other day, I was like thinking, I was like, wow, like it's just kind of like a beautiful kind of process. Like I know that's kind of like there are some people that don't get to experience it, which is, you know, very sad, but it's like, I don't know, just appreciating what your body can actually do.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally insane. Like I find myself like sitting just thinking about it sometimes. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
No,
No.
a human in here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying to my mum. I was like, yeah, do you not think that's insane? You literally like grew organs, like shit inside your body and just turned into a little person, like
that's
inside
crazy.
your body. That is
so
insane. And she's like, well, no, I didn't do anything. And I'm like, no, you did. You did.
You
like,
did.
what do you mean? She did 4 of them as well. Like,
And it just like does it.
yeah,
You don't even have to.
It's so fucking
do
weird,
anything.
mate. It's so weird
It
when
is
you
crazy.
think about it. It's insane. I can't believe we can do that. That it's actually sick.
Yeah, women are crazy. Yeah, actually, to be honest, I feel like I spend ages like shitting on my body. Not literally, but like
Cute.
because I'm always sick. So I always feel like, oh, my body is like letting me down. Like, why isn't it doing its job? But then sometimes I have to be like, you do a good job, baby.
Yeah.
Like, you're hanging in there. You're doing all right.
And like, isn't the whole like the symptoms of being unwell are kind of your immune system like kind of fighting it, right? So it's just
but
kind
it's
of
like
showing you.
always, so it's not doing that good of a
This is
job. But yeah, no, I feel like it's good to give your body credit. And also like, yeah, from walking, because for my job I walk a lot, and I have noticed like how I get stronger, how I'm getting stronger. And it's kind of wild. I feel like I can walk so fast now. I've like adapted into this crazy fast walker. But yeah. Anyway, next one.
Abs.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, like you're saying, like what you've worked hard for. And
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And like when I work out and stuff as well, I'm always like, oh, I'm so strong.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah, but like what you guys were both saying, kind of like the period thing and like how your body just changes and adapts. It's like, it is kind of insane, like the amount of changes and like shit that happens, and it's just like, it's happening and you just kind of like get on with it kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Okay, next one, my thighs and my butt. Yeah, baby.
Beauty.
Again, like people always, I feel like society tells you to like not love your thighs, like you should have a thigh. Oh my god, I remember when we were like 13 in Tumblr days, and thigh gaps were like a massive thing. It was like, oh my god, that girl has a thigh gap.
Yeah, mate, that's like fully like ingrained in my brain.
Literally.
Like ingrained. It's so fucked up. Like, because I remember it was like, I feel like it was like at the rise of like when people like it started happening, or maybe not, but like that's kind of how it seemed. And like it's like literally in my 12-year-old brain, it was like, okay, this is it. and then like now it's just in there forever kind of thing.
I remember being like, I need to have a thigh gap. I need one.
Yeah.
Like it was like an accessory that I needed to have, and
Yeah.
my body is just never gonna do that. It's just not how I am. Like I don't think I could.
And like, what even is it? Like,
anyway.
who even came up? Like, what?
Yeah, why was that a thing that people were like, that is what we want to have?
Yeah.
But I feel like it's nice now that, like, I don't know, people are embracing, like, having bigger thighs now, I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun, but then in the summer.
Oh my god, in the summer,
It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, it's true.
But
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
The next one, someone said, I love being short. I used to hate it, but it really affirms how I view myself. Cute. Yeah, I used to hate being short. Like, I hated it. But now I, like, wear these little platforms, and I feel like I'm embracing it. The other day I had this, like, moment of realization where I was like, I'm tall. Yeah, every time I'm, like, looking at shoes, I feel like I've never really been that into shoes, because I'm like, oh, I can only wear flat shoes, because otherwise I'll be way too tall. Yeah, and I was like, I was just like, why am I limiting myself? Like, I am tall, and I just need to embrace it. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna start buying, like, crazy high platform shoes to really affirm how I feel.
Welcome to the platform world, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had such a big problem with being short. I remember, like, I used to really have a problem with how short my legs are, and I still, like, low-key do, like, but I like being short. I've never, I wouldn't say I guess it is kind of part of my identity a bit, because, like, these kind of things do become a little bit your identity, like, not that I'm super freakishly short, I am just, like, shorter than most people, realistically, or, like, I am below average. But, like, yeah, so it kind of does become a big thing. It's like, oh, Maria's so short.
It's so short.
Tiny.
Small Maria. And then it, like, kind of adds to this. Because, like, well, I don't know if it is kind of thing, but I feel like I always fall into this, like, baby role. Whereas, like, you fall a lot more into, like, a mothering role. I mean, that's, like, more in our relationship, but, like, also in our, like, in our friendship group and stuff. Sorry, I don't really know why I'm going on this rant, but just a little observation about identity and height.
Yeah. Yeah, well, cool. Okay. But yeah, I feel like it's good to appreciate your body, so I'm glad you guys had some things to say.
Nice. What about you guys? Should we offer something to the segment too?
Ooh.
Wait, sorry, my nose is running.
Don't love Honey's nose.
No.
Should we say, like, maybe something we love about our body, and then maybe something that, like, we didn't before but we've, like, learnt to love?
Yeah.
Sorry, should I say that again, or, like, we can
we don't.
Should we say something that we love about our body, and then something that maybe we didn't before but we've, like, learnt to love now?
Yeah. You start. Yes. You.
Okay, something I love. I think, I don't know what that word was. I don't know. I've always kind of liked my eyes. Like, I've always, like, kind of relied on that. I've been like, yeah, like, I've got nice eyes. I can kind of, you know,
I'm alright.
My secret weapon.
Yeah.
I'll be alright. I'll get through. No, but, yeah, like, really recently I'm just loving, like, this whole section of my body, like, my belly, I love it, and, like, my kind of, like, I've got, like, a bit of an hourglass thing going on, and it just, like, it makes me feel, like, so, you know, not that you're not womanly if you don't have these features, but I'm just feeling, like, very feminine and just
divine feminine energy.
Yes, oh my god, I'm so divine. Yeah, I'm loving it though. It's so fun to actually enjoy living in this body for once, which has just been so long that I haven't. Yeah, and now I am. Yeah,
so proud of you. You go.
Me.
You go.
Something that I like is probably, like, my cheeks, like, on my smile. And something that I think I've learnt to like is probably like my stretch marks, and like, I mean, I'm not all the way there with like cellulite and stuff, but like I've learnt to like kind of not even accept it, like, yeah, enjoy it, like my stretch marks at least, like cellulite, it's kind of not like loving it yet, but like it's definitely an acceptance, and it's like, yeah, this is just the way bodies are, like there's and it's like, it's kind of cool, you know. So yeah, probably that.
Nice.
Very nice.
What about you?
What about me? I like my eyes as well. I feel like, yeah, I've always liked my eyes.
Go ahead.
And something that I've learnt to like yeah, like my stomach and like my, like that area as well, like my hips. Yeah, like, oh yeah, I have like, apparently this is from like sucking in your stomach as a child. I learned this from TikTok and I didn't know. But I have like those like 2 little like lumps of fat here that just won't go away. Like no matter how much weight I like put on or lose or whatever. And yeah, apparently that comes from me not liking my body as a child.
I remember the first time I started sucking my stomach in, and literally, this one girl in primary school, and I still I remember who she is, and I still don't like her for it. But we were like all getting changed for PE, and like she like kind of looked me up and down, and she was like, I was like a very skinny child, like I was always very thin, like up until when I was about 16, and she just like kind of looked at me and she's like, why are you sucking your stomach in? And I was like,
God.
A bitch, mind your own business.
What's wrong with you? She was, oh god, she's just not a very nice person. But yeah, I've just always like, that was like defining moment, like ingrained in my brain. I was like, I'm never gonna forget this.
Yeah, that's insane. I remember the moment where I started not liking my body. I think I was literally like 6 or 7. And I remember I said to my mum, like, my thighs look like pigeons' nests. And she was like, did someone say that to you? I don't know where that came from. But that's insane that I just like came up with that at 6 or 7. And she was like, did someone say that to you? Like, where did you get that from? And I was like, no, that's just like how I feel. And she was just like, what? Like, no, we're not doing that. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. But anyway, yeah, sorry, going back to what I was saying is I feel like I've kind of like given up hating on those like 2 little things now. Yeah. And like I've just accepted them. Yeah.
Love them.
I also used to really hate my nose, but like I still have days where I don't love it, but like I'm getting there.
It's a beautiful nose.
Thanks, girly. Also, I feel like because my whole family have this nose, so I feel like I'm like, I love my family because I love my family and like I love their faces, and it's such a familiar thing to me. I'm like, okay, well, I can't hate this about myself. And I've like even considered like, would I get a nose job to change it? Like, what would I look like if I changed my nose? But I'm like, but then I wouldn't look like part of my family, and that's kind of sad. Like, I don't want that. I want to look like my family.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
so I just thought of another thing. I feel like obviously no one like likes when they have like spots and like bad skin and stuff, but I feel like I used to like do my whole face of makeup and like cover up my whole face, and like now for ages like I kind of think it looks like almost looks worse when I cover it up. Like I kind of like my flawed skin. I guess, but yeah. Another thing I thought of. Sorry, we can move on to the main episode though.
No, but I was just gonna say, like, it's so, I don't know, it's kind of making me like a bit emotional. Like, I feel like growing up with female friends, obviously we did a whole episode about female friendship, but like it's so nice to like watch everyone grow and like accept themselves.
Yeah, because I feel like we kind of saw everyone at the point where like everyone hated themselves so much
Yeah.
and like had all these insecurities, and it was like very clear, and now you kind of see it, and like you know these insecurities that we all had, and it's like now you see everyone kind of embracing them or like being fine with it, and it's like,
Yeah.
you go, girl.
Yeah, so proud of us all. And I mean, not that like men don't have these insecurities, I'm sure they do, but like I just feel like with female friendship it's so apparent. But yeah, anyway, proud of us all, proud of all of you. Love you. Love you, besties. But yeah, let's get into the main episode.
Here we go.
So, Amelia, well, do you want to give us like a little bit of background? Because I mean, not that we didn't want to have you on the podcast, like, love you, but you kind of suggested that we do this episode to talk about body confidence and like your journey with it. And obviously, I thought it was a great idea. We both thought it was a great idea. So, do you want to give us like a little bit of background? You've touched on it already, of like your growth.
My growth?
Of acceptance.
Well, like I said, I was like very kind of slim growing up, like kind of bordering on underweight, I'd say, like, and that was always like a really big thing in my head. Like that was literally like my one thing about myself that I was just so conscious of, like oh, I need to always be thin. Like this is the most important thing, and it's literally. I've always just kind of romanticized that like 15-year-old, like that period in my life where I was like 15 and I was so tiny and like I was just like I've always kind of resented myself and hated myself because I don't have that body anymore. And I'm just like, I'm a 21-year-old woman. I'm not supposed to have the body of a 15-year-old girl. Like that's just not it's not sustainable, it's not healthy. And I've just kind of realised now that absolutely, because for a lot of time, like I kind of thought that was the best time of my life because that was when I was the smallest I've ever been. And I'm just like, that's not, like I think the whole thing has just been kind of letting go of that as like the most important thing in my life. It's not anymore. I now, like, I know that you can be beautiful, like no matter how big you are, how small you are, and I'm just like, my whole life has just kind of been this perpetual like state of mind, like I need to lose weight. Like I've never, not once have I ever been like, no, like slow down, like I can actually sit here for a minute and be like happy in my body. And I actually feel like I am in that place now, and it's just so nice.
Oh, that's great. And what do you think for you personally was like has ingrained that idea of like I need to be skinny, or like that the idea that you used to have? Like, do you think it was obviously a mix of things? But
yeah, I feel like it's just kind of, that is what you see growing up. Like that oh my god, I was watching Love Actually the other day.
Oh yeah.
And this one scene, like, oh my god, it made me so angry. You know the she's like the PA to the Prime Minister. Her name's like Natalie or something. She's like very slim. And one of the other women that works there was like, oh, Natalie, chubby girl, huge size. And I was like, what? Like,
oh my god.
No, yeah, and her whole thing is that she's like the chubby girl.
So small.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, even by 2000 standards, like she is a very slim woman. And I'm just like, and then I watched that and I was just like, yeah, like this is why like my whole perception of myself is so fucked up, because this is what I grew up watching. Like everything that we were watching as children just had these kind of like secrets.
Yeah.
God, skinny. But yeah, and I've just kind of realised how fucking stupid that is now. So stupid.
Yeah, was it like mostly those kind of influences, or was it like real life people as well, like kind of like the stuff that was happening around you, other than like the media and like shit that you were consuming.
That asked why you were sucking in your
bitch.
stomach.
Yeah, like I just, all the girls in primary were like very thin, very like small, and I was, oh my god, I remember I was 9 pounds when I was born. I was quite a big baby, and I remember, I don't know why, but whenever my family would remind me of that, I would get so angry.
Oh.
I'd be like, what? Like, what do you mean I was a big baby? And like, I was like so upset that the fact that I was like not this tiny baby. And I don't know, I think it was just always like, maybe like a bit of like reaffirming it as well. Like I was, when I was like thin, like I would always get like a lot of attention. And like, I don't know, everyone thought it was like, pretty small, like whatever. But yeah, I'm just like kind of, I don't really know. I feel like everyone just kind of has this complex, whether you grow out of it or not. It's just kind of sad that I think this is just ingrained in everyone's brains, unfortunately.
Yeah,
and like you have to do so much work.
Yeah, like had to literally like unravel like everything I've learned. And just completely reteach myself how to look at my body and like how this all works.
Yeah, can you talk a bit about how you've done that? Like, what have there been?
Just being like, I was gonna say being a bit of an arsehole, but no, not at all. But just being like it's so alien when you start doing it, but just actually being like really sure of yourself. And just being like, yeah, no, I know, like, I'm really attractive, and like, I just like
fake it till you make it.
Yeah, like, if honestly, I know like everyone says that, but if you just keep telling yourself like every single day, like, you're so cool, you're so cool, and like you just do start to believe it, because like it's kind of like you're just kind of etching away at like this big wall that you've got up in front of you that you've like built yourself. And yeah, you just gotta keep and like it just take time to just kind of, I used to hate looking at myself in the mirror, but now I just kind of like just have it like these lovely little like spiritual baths. Like I'll light some incense, like just take some time to like sit in the bath and like just feel like your whole body and like look at yourself in the mirror. A lot of people like love to like masturbate in the bath as well. That's a big thing, like kind of just like loving yourself and just like giving all of this like time and energy into your sexuality and like just loving the kind of body that you're in. That's really helped. I just just start seeing yourself as like something like divine and like really special, and it really does work, guys.
Yeah, no, and obviously it becomes true, because like the most attractive thing is like confidence, and it's like if you can tell that person, it's like they knows what they have, and like they knows they know their value, and it's like, I know I'm hot, so it's like it's not like I need this from you, I don't need anything from you kind of thing. It's like people can perceive that, and it's like that is the most attractive thing. It's like rather than any aesthetic or physical thing, you know what I mean?
That's true.
So yeah, obviously I believe I am sexy, and then I am sexy.
As Maria famously said.
My motto that I still live by.
I really want you to make a sticker that says that on it. I think it would be so funny.
Yeah, I'll make one.
So yeah, I mean, can you talk about like your relationships with other people and like how your body image has affected that, or like I don't know,
like dating.
Dating
dating
like,
experiences and
or platonic as well.
Okay. Well, I was in a relationship from the time I was about 15 to when I was 20, and it wasn't great. It was not ideal. Like, you know, we've kind of made peace now, and you know, it is what it is. We don't really talk anymore. But he was kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, vital, or like he was one of like the biggest
Pivotal?
kind of like contributing
Oh,
factors
yeah.
to like my just like kind of hatred of my body. Like I remember I just turned 18, and obviously we've been dating for about 5 years. No, 5 years, 3 years at this point. And I was nowhere near overweight or like not that matters anyway.
Yeah.
But he just kind of messaged me one day, and he was like, "Hey, just want to let you know that you're overweight and you look unhealthy, and I'm not really that attracted to you anymore." And I was like, cool. How so?
Thanks for letting me
Let's
know.
unpack this. Where do we go from here? And
The fuck?
So I stayed with him for another 2 years after that.
But how did you like feel in that moment?
Oh
Sorry,
my
if
God,
you
I
wanna.
literally wanted to fucking die. Like it was the most. I literally felt like someone had like stabbed me in the stomach. It was horrendous, and like that, like what I was telling you earlier about that girl in the changing room. Like literally, like.
And why did it feel so bad? Do you think it was like because it was you were like it was already an insecurity, or like because it was like him, like the person you love being like what was it about it?
Fucking, like
everything.
Yeah, everything. Like I loved him, and like he was my first love, and you're supposed to kind of, if you really love someone, like kind of take them, like love everything about them, and I was just like, oh God.
Yeah.
And like another thing was that like we literally spent the night together the night before, like we'd had sex, like he'd seen me naked, and then like to hear that the next day is like, oh fucking, like I was vulnerable with you.
Yeah, that's so
like,
fucked up.
And it's just like it just annoys me now, because now looking back at it, I'm just like, girl, you were so hot. Like you did not deserve this. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And like I was just not like.
You're so much hotter than him.
Please.
You sneak.
But it's true. Like it probably came from a place of insecurity, like even within him, of like. I'm like,
God, I hope he doesn't listen to this.
I hope he does, because he should feel shit for saying that to you. Like that's fucked up.
Yeah, that kind of behavior does need to be shamed, because it's like you can't just do that. Like you need to be shamed for that. Yeah, it's not okay.
Like even if it does come from a place of insecurity, putting that onto someone else is never okay. And like, I mean, knowing you in like the way that I do, I know that it has affected you a lot. Yeah. And like you really internalize those things, especially when it comes from someone who's like you're supposed to trust most in the world, who's supposed to love you was, like, most in the world.
One of the most heartbreaking things that has ever happened to me. Like it's up there. Like it really like. And it pisses me off, because I don't think he even thinks about it. Yeah, like, exactly. He probably doesn't even remember
I hope he
saying
feels
it,
ashamed.
But I think about those words every single day.
Yeah, and I remember, I think about that all the time. Yeah. I remember when you told me that he said that to you, I wanted to cry. I didn't know what to do. Like, I literally had to stop myself from crying, because you were still with him at the time that you told me.
I know.
Wait, so what happened? So you stayed with him, but like, how did you get over that? Like, what happened after that?
I didn't speak to, like, I kind of didn't speak to him for like a couple of hours, and then, like, of course, because this was how our relationship was, I just like then I apologized. Like, I was like, oh, like, I'm sorry that like I like freaked out or whatever. Like, I get it. Like, I get that you were saying it from a place of love. The fuck was I talking about? Clearly didn't know what love was.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we stayed together. It just kind of didn't really get any better, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, I've honestly, like, I feel like since kind of coming to terms with the end of that relationship, which ended about 2 years ago now, that was just kind of, I never felt beautiful when I was with him. Never. Like he came to see me on my like prom, like my leavers prom, and he just didn't say anything. He was just like, and like I literally would have to beg him to be nice to me. Like I'd be like, can you, like, do you think I look nice today? Like, and I hate, like, I'm not like a needy person. Yeah. But he was just like, you shouldn't have to, you shouldn't have to like get your affirmations from me. I'm like, okay, but I'm allowed to have like all of my criticism from you though.
Yeah.
Like what? But yeah, he's just, I mean, peace and love. I wish all the best to him. Like I hope that he kind of is doing better in a different relationship now. But
Yeah.
so mean. You know who you
Horrible
are.
man. I never liked you. But anyway, moving on from that.
Yeah, sorry, but so coming out of that and like experiences you've had since, like how has it been different, and like did you come out of it being like, okay, I don't like knowing what you want, or did it still take like a bit more time to be like? It took a while.
Like I just really, like it just completely shattered. Like being with someone that just kind of just hated me. Like he did just kind of hate me, didn't he? Like for 5 years, just kind of like really fucks with how you see yourself. Like, and I remember the first person I slept with after him, I cried because it was just so like intense. Like he was just like, I was just like, I can't do this. Like I'm so scared. Like because it was literally like someone else was seeing me, and he was like, no, like you're beautiful. Like I love your body, and I could not believe him, and I was like, no, like I just don't, like it just goes too much, and I just cried and I had to stop having sex with him. It was so like embarrassing, but we're still friends. Like he's like a good friend of mine, and he was very nice about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just I've been in like 2 kind of short relationships since, like kind of like they weren't really anything serious, but they've just like everyone I've slept with since him has just been like the most, like they just like have such a positive reaction to my body, and like they like they love it, and like they're just so kind and like nice to me, and like still like I just have had to retrain myself to kind of allow myself to believe people, because that's like a whole thing, is that I'm just like, oh, like they're just saying that because they want to fuck me, and it's just like, but no, I'm just like, no, I'm so pretty.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I'm allowed to accept that people desire me, like that is an actual thing, like people do want to have sex with me, and I'm like,
you deserve it, girly.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess like at that point, after like if multiple people, even though you don't need affirmation from other people, like I mean you shouldn't need to, whatever, like whatever people say, but sometimes you genuinely do, to realize, to reach the realization that you're like, okay, well multiple people have said this to me, and now I know that it's me who's like limiting myself.
That
like,
was
my
a big thing. Like I feel like kind of, I don't know, like I lost my virginity to him, and like we were together a long time, and so it was just kind of, I was kind of late to the whole like casual sex kind of thing, and like I haven't had a lot of casual sex, but I've just kind of like, it's always been kind of, I've never had anyone have that negative reaction to me, and I feel like I kind of had to, like I don't really like casual sex, but like I kind of feel like I'm glad I did it, because now I just kind of, I learned so much from like this past year of my life, like I know a lot more about myself now.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so can you talk a bit about like what it's been in the dating world, casual sex world, of like, do people fetishize your body? Like how do people react to you, and like how do you portray yourself to them?
I'm like always really kind of, I have this whole thing, I need to stop doing it because it's kind of not really in the whole self-love kind of thing. But like whenever I'm gonna meet someone for the first time, like I'm always very much like, okay, like I just want to let you know, like I'm a bigger girl, like I'm curvy, like I just want you to know, like I don't want you to, because I don't know why, I feel like in my brain like it's this big secret that like I'm big. I'm just like, no, like people know, like if they know, like it's like, and I feel so stupid because I'm telling people and they're like, yeah, girl, I know, and I'm like, okay, just making sure, and
it's like a protective thing.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I just need to know, like, you know this about me now. If you're into it, cool. If you're not, then just I won't waste my time. Like I'm happy with myself, but like I don't want to like my worst nightmare is like having like to meet someone and then them visibly be like disappointed, like, oh my god, that's not, I'm just thinking about that now, that's not
Has that
very
ever happened?
on brand for me. No.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yay! That's how it should be.
Yeah, which is, and I don't know why I still do it, because, like, you know, like we just said, like, it's never actually happened. Everyone always seems to be quite enjoying themselves, to be honest.
Or enjoying themselves a bit too much. Yeah, can you, I mean, I've heard so many stories about people making comments to you and like fetishizing you, but can you tell the people?
Okay, because I have like big boobies, so I think I kind of attract like the mummy, like I feel like have like a mummy fetish, or like, and they kind of go wild for it, and I'm just like,
wait, like in a like like talking about milk?
No, I mean, like, I don't know, they just like to call me mummy, and I'm just like,
okay, sorry.
Sure.
I don't want children.
No, but I'm just not really into it, but like, I'm just like, okay, sure, I guess, like, I'll go along with it, but it's just funny. Also, I was talking to this guy, like, this was like 2 months ago now, and he was like, he had like a stretch mark fetish. And I was like, I've never heard about this before.
I've never heard of that.
And I was like, what? That's interesting. And he was like, yeah, like, I can literally like come just like thinking about stretch marks. And I was like,
Interesting.
Okay. And like, he was like, that was, okay, I get like appreciation. I can get like I've had like some lovely comments, like more like along the appreciation kind of thing, but this was like a whole like fetish, like it was a fetish. Like, I was like, so like, what is it, like, do you think it's pretty, like, do you think like my body is like pretty? And he's like, no, I wouldn't say that. And I was like, okay, fuck you then.
Yeah, what?
I was just like, it was so weird. Like, I literally talked to him for like a day, and I was like, this is too fucking strange. But it was
no king shame, just like, obviously, if you're gonna be like, no,
it was just like, I was just like, okay,
yeah, and it just like doesn't feel nice to like
no, that's
have
like,
a single
that's where
part
I
of
draw
your
the
body.
Line. Yeah, like, I'm all for like, you know, you can enjoy whatever you want, but I feel like there has to be an element of respect for like 100%. The person that you're kind of putting that fetish onto. Like,
exactly.
He was just like, no, don't really like, you know, don't think they're like pretty. I just think they're like, you know, they just make my penis hard.
Yeah,
I was like,
that.
ooh, okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. God, I hope my mother does not listen to this.
Yeah, so you get a lot of mummy boys.
Yeah.
Who want to suck on your titties.
Yeah, girl.
But like, well, I mean, we're all bi here, so we will date women. So can you, I mean, yeah, you were telling me how dating other women has like been really affirming of your body.
Yes, like, I mean, I'm kind of like a bit of a baby gay, but no, like, I've slept with one woman, and she was just like, she still is, like, she's beautiful. Like, it was just like a casual thing, but like, our bodies were like literally the same, and it was so cool. I was just like, oh my god, like, you're so pretty. And then amazing. I was like, wait, that means I'm so pretty too.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, like, I definitely, like, you know, like, all women are fucking beautiful, but I'm definitely like more kind of drawn to like bigger women, like the curvier, like, big boobies.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know whether that's like just because I feel more comfortable with it, or because it is definitely is genuinely because like it's gorgeous and like it's so like pretty. But I don't know, like, that whole experience was like so kind of, and it like also kind of like reaffirmed like my sexuality as well. Like I feel like there's such a thing with being bi where it's like, oh, but you're like not really like gay, and I'm like, yeah, but like, you know, like it just kind of like, it kind of helped me like kind of accept my sexuality more, because I've always kind of felt bad like saying that I'm bi, because like there's been like some weird reactions to it, but like I don't know, it was a very lovely experience, and it just kind of, it was like a very passionate kind of like special like encounter. I think like, yeah, it was definitely like a very kind of passionate like very special kind of experience. Like it was very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, with men as well, like they can be super understanding, but they're not held to the same standards that women are held to.
It just felt so like freeing. Like she's like, this was the only time like I've ever felt like completely like 100% comfortable like being naked. Like it just felt so natural, and like just it just felt like right, like, and like, you know, it was just so nice, like,
and they can like it's just so much appreciation for the other person and understanding.
And I'd never thought about that, like the idea of features that you may have not appreciated before in yourself, but then you see it in like this person that you're like very attracted to, and you're like, we know this is like really attractive, and then you're like I'd never thought of that. But I definitely also like relate to what you were saying in this like comfortability, and I've always said like I'm so grateful that my first experience was with a girl, because like it is this like very comfortable feeling like of your body and like your nakedness, and like you can in a lot of ways be more vulnerable, because like you feel more allowed to, because it's like you don't feel
you're on the same
like you're on the same team essentially, like
go team.
Whereas like I don't know, with men it can be a little bit more like you feel more vulnerable in a way, like
because you're just different.
You have to be more vulnerable to
weird,
reach
like,
that point. Well, at least for me, but it seems
I
like you guys kind of relate.
Like, it's a completely different thing, I think.
Yeah, like our bodies aren't the same as well, and also just the feeling of pleasure, like that is so affirming in bisexuality, of like, I know how to give you pleasure, you know how to give me pleasure, just inherently. Whereas like with men, it can be a bit like, I don't understand your body, they don't understand your body, so there's like that disconnect. Even if you have good sex, it's still a bit of a disconnect. But yeah, it's great to sleep with women, to be attracted to women, to be friends with women. Highly recommend women to everyone, everyone listening. But yeah, I mean, do you have anything you want to add? Anything
else you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Just in general.
Any other dating experiences? Anything?
Oh my god, this is so much. I don't know. Just what do you want? What is there anything you want to know?
Oh, we
I actually did have a question earlier. Sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
Wait, say that again.
I actually did have a question earlier. You said like when we were talking about how you've gotten weird comments and like weird fetishes and stuff, but you said like, oh, and like some people have said like really nice things. Like, what are some examples of that? Like, what is? Because like I feel like there's a lot of uncomfortability in talking like around like beauty of like bigger women and like bigger people, and like how to compliment versus like insult, and like I'm just wondering like for you like what language is like, or like you can talk on it.
There was this one guy that I was like kind of friends with benefits with for a while, and like I was very comfortable like being naked around him, and like it was very nice, and like I stood up once and he was like, I really like want to paint you, and I was like, oh, like it was just like, it was so nice, and like this is such a trend. I feel like bigger women being kind of, I don't know, like kind of compared to like art a lot, like kind of Rubenesque, which I love, and it's just like I think there's some women that like don't really like it, but I'm just like, I think it's so nice.
Yeah.
Like I love being like compared to like a work of art. Like I think it's so nice.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like, yeah, that's like a lot of the kind of comments that I've had, and I've always very much enjoyed them. Also, just kind of like, I think just an appreciation of just like the softness of like the female body, and like just like the curves and like the kind of just like the kind of curved nature of like the woman's body, and like like there's always like an element of softness, and I don't know why, but I always like kind of think of like men as like angular and like kind of like, do you know what I mean? And then like women are like round.
Yeah, no, that's so true. That's
men are
so
spiky and women are round.
Soft. Yeah, so true.
Do you have any examples of like comments you've gotten that is like they're trying to be complimentary but it's kind of just insulting, or like does that happen a lot, or
Word. Oh yeah, like there's this whole thing of like I don't know, like I've just like kind of, there's this need to like immediately, if a woman ever says like, oh, like this, my body is like big or whatever, there's always a thing of like, oh no you're not fat, like what? And I'm just like, no baby, I am. Like I am.
It's okay.
It's okay. You can be attractive and be fat. Like they don't kind of like, there's, I think a lot of people think they're helping by being like, what? You're not, but you're not like, you're not a fat person. And it's like, no, but I am, and it's fine. It's okay. Like you can be like, I'm still beautiful.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it's not, they don't kind of cancel each other out.
Yeah.
And that is just like such a big thing that I find like a lot, and it's just
I think it's because people like associate the word fat with like an insult, so they think that you're like insulting yourself, but it's like, it doesn't have to be. It's like the way you use it, and you can so tell when people are saying it in like a, oh, like that's like a negative thing, versus just like an appreciation thing, as you said.
Right now. 2021, exactly. No, 2022 rather. Fat, it's in our manifesto.
Oh, it's in our manifesto.
Yeah,
exactly. We're taking up space.
We're taking up space.
Women are so afraid to take up space. Literally. Like on public transport, or just like out in the public world. Men, like manspreading is obviously a massive.
It's such a real. It's
thing.
So real.
Whereas women are like, I literally need to take up as little space as possible.
And like, I was like in the, what was it called? Ealing Broadway. Yeah. Like I was like leaving the station, like I had to like get my card out, and like I wasn't in anyone's way, like there was no one behind me, and I was like, I need to do this like as fast as I possibly can, because the thought of like being in someone's way or like taking up space is just so fucking like, it's just so like not, like I don't like, but I'm just like, it's so weird. Like,
we're here.
And
we're queer.
We're queer, and we like to drink beer.
Yeah, we're taking up space. Like, oh my god. Yeah, so, and I mean, I feel like it's just anyone pointing out, like, something about you, they think that it's insulting. It's like people saying, like, oh, that black person, like, that is an insult. People being like, oh no, I don't see colour. It's like, well,
stupid.
Yes, you do. You can see me. Like, I mean, not me, but like, you know, that's why it's so infuriating. Of like, let's stop tiptoeing around the topic. Like, let's just say how it is, and like, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, fat is not synonymous with like ugly or bad or anything, and I think people just need to stop seeing it that way.
Yeah,
because it's really not. It's just a descriptive word.
Yeah, literally an adjective. Stop making it a big deal.
Guys, stop.
It's just a word.
Stop it.
But yeah.
Actually, I had another question as well. we were saying like about there's like appreciation and like insulting, but do you feel like people fetishize you because they like want to sleep with you, but it's like there's this idea of like they wouldn't date you?
Oh my god, yeah. Like, that's... I've like kind of... Oh my god, there was this one guy that I had a one night stand with, and he was like supposedly very much into like bigger women and stuff, and I was like, okay, cool. And then we slept together. Like, I had no intentions of this being a one night stand. Like, I don't care. Like, I didn't want a relationship with him. Like, but just maybe, you know, like a conversation afterwards would have been nice.
yeah.
But it was just like, he was just like, it was literally like we slept with each other. I fell asleep. Like, woke up the next day and went home. Like, it was just really like done and dusted. But it was just like, yeah, like he was just like, I feel like he was afraid that I might fall in love with him or something, and I'm just like, babes, I promise I won't. Don't flatter yourself. And like, yeah, like he reached out like 2 weeks later where we hadn't even spoken, and he was like, hey, like, I'm sorry, I feel so bad, like I shouldn't have done that, it was such a shitty thing for me to do. And I was like, oh, fair enough, like that's kind of cool that you apologized. But then he was like, so do you want to like hang out later? And I was like, yeah, sure, like let's do something.
Yeah.
You know, thinking that he wanted to like get dinner, like go for a coffee or something. And he was like, maybe we can finish what we started the other day. And I'm like, oh, fuck you, like no. And then I just like didn't speak to him, and like it was just like, yeah, there's like a whole thing of kind of, I feel like a lot of women kind of don't feel worthy of love, especially bigger women, because it is exhausting. Like, you do, like, you go your whole life like being told, like in the media, like, you know, like we were saying earlier, like, and everything you watch, oh my god,
It's desperate.
fucking hell. Yeah, but yeah, like you go your whole life like just being told that everything about you pretty much is undesirable. And then it's just kind of like, like if you listen to it enough, you do start to believe it. And I feel like that is why so many like bigger women feel like they just aren't deserving of being loved, and it's so sad. But we know that's not true.
Yeah, definitely not true. But yeah, I mean, not really anything we can do about other people.
All we can do is love ourselves.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Yeah, no, but it is true. You only have control of like what you can do, and the control of what you're doing, really. So as long as, I guess, we can't really fix the world overnight. We're not just going to change everyone's perception and like stop all this messaging. But I guess in the meantime, all you can really do is like learn to love yourself and like shut that shit out and kind of like spread the word to everyone else that is like, no, it's actually fine.
Yeah. And like put yourself in situations where like you're gonna be affirmed and like not feel shitty.
Yeah.
Like, love yourself, have other people love you.
Love you guys.
Yeah, love you.
If there's any like sexy ladies out there, no, if there's any big girls out there, just, you're beautiful, guys.
Yeah,
you're beautiful.
And Amelia's Instagram is if you
guys,
want to
I'm
slide
spoken
in.
for.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, so sorry.
I mean, it's not no, I'm kidding.
But yeah, I mean, do you want people to follow you on Instagram? Do you want to tell them where to find you?
I mean, recently I've started like posting a lot more, like kind of, I just like, I used to be like I was saying earlier, like I was so afraid of people like finding out I was fat. I'm just like, bestie, like, no. And I'm just like, so now I'm just like, I'll post like whatever, and I like kind of want to, my like, what's the word? My mission.
Your goal.
Yeah, for the next year is just to kind of like just post whatever I want and just like kind of celebrate my body.
Yeah.
So if you wanna follow me. It's Meals on Wheels, but the L is a 1 and the O is a 0.
We'll put it in the
Yes.
description.
Meels.
Meels.
Instead
1
of
S.
like meals.
Guys, you'll find out later. It's fine. It's fine.
So yeah, go follow her, give her loads of love, and obviously follow us on Instagram at Sextras Podcast, Facebook Sextras Podcast. Go on our website, we have all the episodes there, so go listen there if you want to, or just like read other stuff we have on our website.
You can filter out as well, like if you're looking for a specific kind of topic, you can just look for that.
Yeah, if you're looking for like body confidence, body like acceptance, self-love episodes, we have all of them under one category, so you can literally just go find them. And don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review please on Apple Podcasts. It really helps us so much, and share. And we are so excited to see you next week. Bye.
You've been listening to Sextras, presented by Honey Jane Wyatt and Maria Jose Hayodatiyi, produced by Mabel Productions.